for putting shoe shine on my face, Imelda. I was getting tired of all the other skeletons staring at me.
Over here, right there. Cover through the chain behind the heels. Around the lattice. Look up, Gatito. If you fidget, the paint will smudge and the skin will show. And of course we can't have that, now can we? And... voila! You've officially joined the Invisible Choir.
Wow!
Listen, Miguel. The rules of the Land of the Dead are vastly different than those in the Land of the Living. When you pass on to this world, your family puts up your photo on the ofrenda. That means you are well remembered, and you'll get to cross the bridge on Dia de los Muertos, the only time of year where the dead can visit their descendants. Well, unless of course you're like a magnet for misfortune.
How come you aren't able to cross over the bridge like the other skeletons?
Nobody's bothered to put up my photo. But you can bring me some good luck by changing that.
Wow, is this you in the photo? Muy immerso.
Indeed. I was quite the looker back then, wasn't I?
So you'll help me find my great-great-granduncle and my abuela, and I'll put your photo up on the ofrenda after she gives me her blessing?
¡Ay, qué chico tan inteligente! ¡Sí! What a wonderful idea! ¡Sí! There's only one issue with this plan. It is a strenuous task to get to Ernesto, and I've got to cross the bridge this evening. So, do you have any other family members here that might have a little more time on their hands? Or do you know where your great-great-grandmother might be? Or the place she's most likely to visit?
I don't know my great-great-grandmother at all, honestly. She probably lives with Tio Ernesto, though. And Tio Ernesto is the only family I have here who can give me the blessing.
Seriously? You're telling me that your family is filled to the brim with super sanitarians? Because otherwise there's got to be more relatives out here waiting for you.
Only those two. Tila Cruz being out there for sure. But if you aren't willing to help me out, I'll just search for him myself.
Hey, fine, Gatito, fine. I'll get you to your great-great-granduncle. This won't be an easy task. Ernesto's a famous musician. He only has so much time on his hands. He doesn't have time for his fans.
What's that on the billboard? Ernesto's spectacular sunrise. Fantastico!
Every year, your great-great-granduncle puts on this huge lackluster performance to mark the end of the holiday.
And you've got tickets for the show, right?
About that.
Hey, you said you could get a ticket to his show.
Yes, well, that was a lie. I didn't even get a backstage pass, much less an invitation. Don't get your shirt up in the Gatito. I can still get you to your deal.
How?
I happen to know where he has rehearsals. Seriously, I do.
How do you know where he's rehearsing?
I used to have that job as a tour guide a while back. My route went through all of the locations he'd appear at, until a security guard told me that he wanted me to tour somewhere else. So I decided to respect his wishes as an old amiga of his. Now the business is over because all everyone here wants to see is the oh-so-wonderful Ernesto de la Cruz. And all of his fabulousness.
Oh, well, take me to his rehearsal then.
Follow me, Gatito.
Well, if it isn't my favorite costume model.
Zizi, the guards confiscated my dress.
They what? Those puta madres!
I know, it's like I'm the queen of failure.
You shouldn't say that, Imelda. I'm sure you'll cross the bridge someday.
Uh-oh. Dante! No! Dante! 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 Dante, stop!
Frida, I believe we have a visitor.
How did you get here?
Perdoname, I don't mean to intrude. It's just that Senor Lara's bird was pecking at my dog, and then your monkey rode him over here.
Oh, Carolina.
Your dog? Oh, Poroso Perejolo, guider of wandering spirits. Oh, and whose spirit have you led to me?
Senora Kahlo, he's not a spirit guide, he's a regular dog.
The Alebrijes of this world can take on many forms. They are as mysterious as they are powerful. Take my little Chitali, for example. Or maybe you're right, and he is just an average dog. Then, we need your eyes and ears. Tú eres el público. Darkness. And from the darkness, a giant papaya. Dancers emerge from the papaya, and the dancers are all me. And like pequeño bebés, they go to drink from the milk of their mother, who is a cactus, but who is also me. And the milk is not milk, but tears. Is it too obvious?
Creo que es la cantidad justa de obvio. You said you wanted my ears too, though. So maybe you could add a little intro to it? Similar to a drums beat, but piano style?
Of course.
Oh, and then you could try and write a song about De La Cruz to sing along with the intro and play a dun 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 sound at the end after hitting a high note, signaling for the other musicians to begin.
Ah, yes, por supuesto. How did I not think of that sooner?
And as for the other musicians?
They could add like donk 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 donk. Then the violins could go diddle 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 wah, with a loud trombone punctuating at the end.
And what if everything was on fire? Yes, fire everywhere. Esperado. Tú tienes el espíritu de un artista.
Not only that, but you have the skills of a musician.
The dancers exit, the music fades, the lights go out, and Ernesto de la Cruz ascends to the stage!
Huh?
He performs a couple of songs, he sunrises, the audience cheers.
Disculpa, but where is the actual Ernesto de la Cruz?
Ernesto doesn't do rehearsals. He's too busy hosting that fancy party at the top of his tower. A tasteless, boring waste of time, if you ask me. Ah! Don't you ever run off on me like that again! Do you hear me? You had me worried sick! We mustn't bother Senora Kahlo or Senora Lara. They have their own jobs to get to, and they need to be left alone in order to do them.
You said my great-great-grand-tio would be here. He's far across town hosting some big fancy party.
That self-absorbed, incompetent bastardo! Only an imbecile doesn't show up to his own rehearsals.
If you and Ernesto were such good friends, how come he didn't invite you? Never mind. I'll ask around. Is there anyone that knows about Ernesto's party?
It's the only thing everyone's been talking about. But if you don't have an invite, then you can't get in.
Well, what if someone who wanted to get in just so happened to be a relative of his?
What kind of relative?
Like a great-great-great-grand-nephew? Like me?
You think you're Ernesto's great-great-grandson? That's hysterical!
It's true! He's my great-great-grand-uncle!
Yeah, and I'm the cousin of Selena.
Oh yeah! Shut the fuck up, you good-for-nothing hyenas! What gives you the right to mock this child? What makes you think he's lying? After all, Ernesto has shared his chorizo with so many women that it's possible for the little gatito to be his descendant.
Why don't you shut your mouth, Bikina? Go back to crying over the husband that spurned you, and how you wasted all your tears over him.
Say one more word, and I'll send you to hell myself!
Hey, that's not funny! How would you like it if someone mocked you, huh? You'd be upset too, so you pricks can stop it! Go shove a metal right up your traseros and leave us be!
Why, you little...
Don't you dare curse at me, pequeño gatito! If I were you, I'd follow his advice and fuck off back to where you came from! That goes for all of you! Coma mierda y muere, bastardos! This is why I hate musicians. They're a bunch of careless cabrons who think they can joke about other people's misery.
Oy, soy musico.
¿Usted está? Okay, there's a way to get into his party. At the plaza, there is a music competition. Whoever wins gets a ticket to the party where they can play for him. You'll be up against many performers, known for their unique, talented acts. Are you sure you want to do this?
I need to get to my tío and Tarabuela. Where can I get a guitar?
You are loco for thinking this, gatito. But lucky for you, I know a man